Shalom Yasharallah, this your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth, and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here article real quick and just touch on a couple things here. But this is, this is the state of America, man, the fall of America, right? It says Wayne Dupree, nations rise and fall, and America is now in danger of falling. I've never been more pessimistic about its fate. All right. Democrats attempt to overturn a certified election result that went against them in Iowa shows that hypocritical manipulators they are, and reveal their real intent to seize complete control over every aspect of our lives. And hey, this is what the devil plan on doing, man. All right. This is what he's planning on doing. I'm 52 years old and have never been more discouraged about our country than I am now. I'm glad I'm as old as I am because I pity the coming generations. Nations rise. Well, let me go back to that. I pity them because of I pity the coming generations. Look, Lord's will, ain't no more generations coming, man. We about to be up out of here real soon, man. All right, America's, as we're going to get to scripture, man. All right, this is the beginning of its fall, but ultimately America is going to be destroyed in 1 day and 1 hour. All right, but, that's when the thermonuclear missiles come. But before that, right, we have what we're seeing right now is the crumbling of it all. It's like you have a big monument or big statue or something, a big building, right, and or avalanche or a mountain piece, landslide. First, you start seeing a little, like an avalanche. You start seeing, or a landslide. You start seeing small pieces break off and start falling off, and cracks here and cracks there. That's what you see going on right now. But once a big enough chunk breaks, there's going to be a whole slew of land that's going to slide down, and everything is going to go along with it, man. All right. It says, I'm glad I'm as old as I am because I pity the coming generations. Nations rise and sadly nations fall. Good luck, youngsters. America is divided in a way that we've not seen since America is divided in a way we've not seen since for 160 years. Our elections are chaotic, third worldish, right? Which they're going to kind of go into it, further down. But, with these elections, they're trying to delegitimize them in the eyes of the people, right? Which is not a legitimate election anyway. But the majority of the people, again, they always say this, man. The only reason that actually elections are very important for them, right? The only reason that these elections are important is to see how many people are going to turn out, how many people still believe in this here system, right? But ultimately, as they're coming in with this so-called dictatorship that they come in, you're not gonna have no need for all of that stuff, man. You're gonna do exactly what they're gonna tell you to do, right? But they're basically stripping everything down here in America to where, like I said, with the avalanche or the landslide, a little piece here, a little piece there, a little piece there, into a big enough piece that supports an even larger piece starts to fall, and then that's just snowballs the whole, the whole effect snowballs. It says our elections are chaotic, third worldish, and always in question. Wokeness is destroying people's lives and futures, and that shit is crazy right now with all these quote-unquote woke folks, smart folks, and this and that, and it's just like, yo, you can't even, a guy can't call himself a god no more. A heterosexual man can't call himself like, nah, I just like women. Well, why I can't not just like women? Why I gotta be forced to like men too? You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta be forced to watch this and like that and so on and so on? Oh, you ain't woke. We gotta stay woke. Hey, but this is just really destroying everything. They have these people that call the younger generation, the snowflake generation, where everything offends them and everything like that. But hey, this is where we are now, and these things have all been programmed and pushed out as an agenda. Problem, reaction, solution. This is the ingredients for the cake that they're trying to bake, man. Political correctness is being deployed as corrosive, destructive tool by the left. Censorship and lying are the norms for our so-called media, in which this is this one hit hard, close to home, because, we out here on the highways and the byways and uploading these here videos, and then they strike us down for misinformation and spreading propaganda and hate speech and things like that. But everybody know about these mainstream media companies and things like that. They all own pretty much by like one or two companies, man. All right. But hey, censorship and lying are the norms for our so-called media. Propaganda outlets like NBC, ABC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, or sometimes even Fox have undermined our democratic system and replaced it with the media bias and bigotry against any and every conservative. Black Lives really is any and everybody that don't agree with them. Black Lives Matter and Antifa are fully supported by Democrats and the likes of George Soros. And this is why I always be saying, like speaking to these damn Edomites, like Black Lives Matter ain't got shit to do with black people, man. They using us as the damn scapegoat and putting our name in the title, and they'll get a couple simple ass jakes out there. But Black Lives Matter was started by a white man, a so-called Hungarian man named George Soros, who ain't even an American. All right, he the one who funded all this. I don't give a damn who you think the faces or the leaders of these people are. Who funded them? Whose agenda are they moving toward, moving after, man? These are all being set up by the government to push an agenda. It says the teachers are harming our children's futures by blackmailing for more money and teaching leftist programs. A man who should be in an old person's home is signing executive orders placed in front of him by the leftists who are continuing to do everything they can to weaken the country, who would implement directives that purposely harm their own country. Well, if it benefits them, anybody would. You know, this is like that old what you call that old insurance fraud. You know, you got a restaurant or business, right? And then, you know, you making money and you profiting for a while, and all of a sudden business take a left turn and you ain't making no more money, right? But what do? You torch the place. You light the joint on fire. Boom. You collect on the insurance. Then you still positive, right? And then you out of the business. You out of the business. You ain't taking no losses. You got you one big paycheck. What you think they over here doing, man? Liquidating, man. All right. Let's jump into some scriptures. Is Isaiah 47. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." All right, because that's America, right? You know, it hadn't been touched. You know, this is the golden city. You know, it ain't had no invasions, no wars, no real not to say collapses or anything like that. No real troubles comparably to these other nations. Yeah, you had a civil war and things like that, but comparably to these other nations, America is untouched, right? Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt be no more called tender and delicate. All right, and that's, hey, this is the golden city. But now everybody looking at America with such looking at it like, yo, you got such a stench to you. You got a filth, a foul odor coming out of you. Like, you looking like, what the hell's wrong with this bitch over here? That's how they're looking at America nowadays, right? Take the millstone and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, I will not meet thee as a man. You know, not meet thee as a man dealing with when Yahushua come back. But the rest of it, you know, all the little BS that's going on here in America is being exposed to the whole world, man. All the Babylon juice that they've been feeding these other nations, like in Jeremiah says, the nations have drinking of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. They all waking up to the BS that you've been selling them, man. All right, this is just like you got into somebody that went out to a buy here, pay here, and got a car like $99 down, $99 a month. Oh, that's a sweet deal on a car. And you think everything is all good till you realize you're paying off a $5,000 car for the next 50 years. You know what I'm saying? And that is $5,000 car. You done paid $50,000 to it, and you done finally woke up to the real paperwork. Like, hold up, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I've been paying $45 or what did I say, $99 a month. I've been paying $90 a month in interest on this damn car, and only $9 a month for the payment of this $5,000 car, bro. I'm gonna be paying for this shit forever, man. You be out of your mind and angry at these things, but hey, this is how things prosper. I.e., Renton Center, all these little things that they got up for Jake, man. You know, Jake, oh, they got the cheap front. We ain't got to pay that much now. But like, yeah, but this $100 table, you're going to end up paying $1,000 for this bad boy, man. All right. But hey, this is what's going on. You know, people are waking up to or these other nations are waking up to the America's wickedness. It says, verse 4, as for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt be no more called the Lady of Kingdoms. So, hey, now sitting in silence, getting into confusion. People don't know what's going on. Why would they create laws to destroy their own country? What the hell's going on here? I ain't never seen shit this wicked, man. Oh, you sitting in silence, getting into darkness where it's confused at, man. Imagine trying to make your way through a damn maze or a Walmart or IKEA while all the lights is off. It's dark as hell, man. You ain't gonna be able to find nothing. You're gonna be confused and lost like a motherfucker, man. That's what's going on here in America, man. Don't nobody know which way things are going or what word is going to offend somebody. You know, you can say hello and then, oh, shit, I done offended to somebody. I done got a sexual harassment case for saying hello to the damn the receptionist at the front door. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to move here now because all the filth that they're pushing out, this wand that they're pushing out, man. All right? It says, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms, right? Because again, this was the golden city where everything seemed to be prospering, everything was good. You had all these freedoms here, but now you see America being locked down, turned into a third world country. The citizens are at each other's throat. All right, they got the so-called #1 healthcare system in the world, but the most unhealthy people in the world, and nobody can afford the healthcare. All right, you got the most prisoners in the world. This is the freest country, but you got the most people locked up in it, man. All right, you got the biggest GDP, where like your country make the most money out of all the other nations in the world, but you also got the most debt than all the other countries in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, well, you make $1.2 million a year, or you make $1 million a year, but your bills is like $1.2 million a year, so you actually going $200,000 into debt. I on the other hand only make $100 a year. You know what I'm saying? And my bills only come to $10. So every year I'm making $90. Like, bro, like I'm making more money than you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your numbers are bigger, but I'm actually making more money than you. You know? But continuing on, let me jump to verse 7. Well, let me read through. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand, and thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And that this is going into also, you get this in what Isaiah, what is it? Ezekiel 35. For thy perpetual hatred against thy brother. We in captivity up under these damn Edomites over here, man. But yet they ain't show us no mercy, right? It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou did not lay these things to heart, neither did thou remember the latter end of it, because I forgot what president it was. It was like, my only fear is that the Lord is a vengeful Lord. He's a vengeful power, because they understood that they had taken us who we were, and that they took us into captivity, and the shit that they was doing to us, like the National Indian Removal Act, I think it was called, the Indian Removal Act, the Trail of Tears, enslaving Judah, right, all these different things. They knew what the hell they was doing, man. They knew who we were, man. All right, and then they was like, well, shit, we gonna eat for a little bit of time, but hopefully I ain't around at the end all be all when we gotta pay this here tab. You done went to a restaurant, fine dining, ordered everything on the menu. You over here stuffing your face, having a good ass time, drinking the most expensive wine. They keep refilling your drinks and everything like that, and you just got in your mind like, man, everything is going good right now. But then you start sweating as you see the server walking around, start pulling plates off the table, because they about to bring that bill next. You're like, we ain't got no money, so yeah, I'm about to go to the bathroom real quick. That's pretty much with these. I forgot which president it was, like I said, who made this here statement, but hey, they didn't remember the latter end of it. They was gonna have to pay this here tab. All right, verse 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. And not only is this the American sentiment as America, the country, all right, but then also these damn Edomites that live here in America, we gonna always be on top. We gonna just always rule and just live it up and so on and so forth. But right now they realizing like, damn, we done lost our jobs. We on unemployment in these food lines and so on and so forth. Now they getting upset, man. They starting to feel the pain. All right, but America as a country, all right, ain't really feeling that pain yet. All right, but what they're fucking up all their ties with their international allies, whether they be trade, or other nations and things like that. All right, and they're pushing them on edge to where they're starting to look at America with the crooked eye, man. All right, they used to dwell carelessly where no other nation was thinking about trying to attack them or planning plotting against them. But now you're having these other nations build up armaments and preparing systems to break away from this American hegemony, man. All right. Verse 9, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment and in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorcery and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. So, hey, man, this is the result of all that witchcraft that you was pushing out, and that deception, all right, and all these philosophies and these how you call them, not contracts, these laws and these treaties and things like that you sign with these other nations. They starting to wake up to these things, man. They starting to wake up to see like, wait a minute, I didn't gave you access to X, Y, and Z, but I'm only getting this up out of here. Like, for instance, NATO, right? They got a policy saying, look, man, if you're a part of NATO, if anybody attack you, we're going to attack them for you. All of NATO going to come to your aid, right? And, we're not really on an offensive. We're on a defensive stance. And none of the other nations in NATO can go on an offensive attack on any other nation and get NATO to back them. Only America does that. Only America is the only nation where not only did the American government disapprove of going into the Middle East, they went over there anyway. America's allies disapproved of going over into the Middle East, but once America took their little raggedy ass over there, guess who else followed? Well, they was forced to follow, man. All right, so they starting to look at them now with this crooked eyes, like, man, look at these people, man. Are they waking up from this here Babylon juice? Verse 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, and thou said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Like I said, man, they can do certain things these other nations can't. All right, look at Saddam Hussein. Oh, he got weapons of mass destruction. He got weapons of mass destruction. But wait a minute, America, the shit you brought over there was way more destructive than anything that they had, man. Y'all was using fucking depleted uranium bullets, bruh. Like, you didn't even have to shoot a bitch with that shit. All you had to do was shoot up a wall or some shit like that, man. And let some people walk past that damn wall like a week, 2 weeks, a year later, man. They gonna wind up feeling the effects of that shit, man. All right, and that's what come on, man. These damn devils, man. All right. Verse 11, therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. Desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And this is what it seems like in the eyes of, you know, the how you say, the uninitiated. We're gonna say the uninitiated Edomites here, where like the guy in the article said, I ain't never seen our country this confused and this fucked up, and they creating these laws that's destroying themselves. Well, in reality, this is what Esau has planned, but now, you know, the regular everyday ass Edomite over here is looking like, yo, man, what the hell's going on, you know? But hey, they pushing out that witchcraft on them as well too. But now they getting so drunk into the sauce, they starting to believe these things, man. These children are growing up because they being taught with this stupid ass witchcraft that, oh, boys, you know, the alphabet group, you know, all that shit that they talk about, right? Now these people growing up and thinking that, you know, this is how things are. Oh, you didn't address me as the proper pronoun that I want to be addressed as. Like, well, you look like a male, so I called you he. Nah, I ain't no he. Well, I'm sorry, miss or she. Nah, I ain't no she. Well, what the fuck is your pronoun? I'm a frog. Well, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on right now. This shit is corrupting their own self, man. All right, you canceling out everybody, you know, the cancel culture and everything, but this is a result of their damn witchcraft, man. All right. Verse 13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers and stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from the things that shall come upon thee, right? So they use this witchcraft to get into it. Let's see your witchcraft get you up out of all these things, man. You didn't fed these niggas so much of this damn witchcraft. They actually caught in the sauce with it. But you're not going to be able to use your witchcraft to further your agendas with certain things, like i.e. the internet, man. You use that witchcraft to push out and promote all kind of wickedness and lies and deception. But guess what? A lot of truth is coming out on this here internet, you know, off your same witchcraft that you put out. Now a whole lot of truth is coming out. You got your whistleblowers exposing your ass on the internet, uploading videos of the crimes and the wickedness that you out here doing, man. Hey, so now, hey, well, let that same witchcraft that you conjured up to get you, you know, these blessings, conjure you up to get you up out of this here hole, man. All right. Verse 14, behold, they shall be stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be any coal there shall not be a coal at nor fire to sit before. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander everyone to his quarter, none shall save thee. So look, hey, all your allies are starting to branch off from you, starting to go back to where they are. All these other nations looking at America like, damn, they're supposed to be the police of the whole world, the head of the whole household. But these niggas can't even control their own damn house, man. You know, how is it that you, my parent, trying to argue with me, telling me to clean my room? I clean your room, clean your room, clean your room. But your room has got a goddamn, man, it's got an infestation of everything growing up in there, man. How you gonna tell me to clean my room and your shit is damn? You know, you need to check yourself before you try to tell me to do something. But this is what's going on right now. This is where these other nations are looking at America with that stench that's rising up out of there. Like, nah, bro, we not taking no more guidance from you, bro. Look at you now, man. All right. Let me try to pull out one more real quick. This is Isaiah 14 and 4, starting in verse 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Like I said, this was that golden city, but now is, you know, you the undisputed champ. Every race you've been winning gold medals for the last 10 years, but now all of a sudden you just finally won your first silver medal. All right, and now you on a silver medal streak, and guess what? You just got your first bronze medal. And everybody looking at you like, yo, you was the undisputed champ for a long time. What's going on? You starting to get a little slower, getting a little, you know, a little aged around the edges. Yahweh of hosts, Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. Why ain't nobody trying to stop this from happening, man? Because you done fucked over all these other nations, man. They done drunk of your wine. Now they all, you got them on a destroyed, distraught state. Now they waking up and sobering up from all these things. And they're like, nah, bro, we not going out drinking with your ass no more, bro. You like to slip shit in motherfuckers' drinks and do all kind of, you know, foul things, abominable things to us, man. All right. Let me jump, verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, and the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. All right, you know, everything is deteriorating over from the infrastructure you've seen out there in Texas and things like that, man. All right, everything is starting to fail over here in America, man. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nation? So look, you the king of the crop, man. You the head of the household, man. How did you lose your position, man? You know, you was the CEO, the owner and the CEO of this here company. How you lose that position of being the owner of the company? Now you done fell all the way down to the janitor. Or, you know, you started out in the military as a private, in the army as a private, made your way up to general. Now you got a demotion. Like, what the hell happened here? This is what's going on to America right now, man. You watching it as it's falling down to the grave, man. All right. Let me just finish this off. Let me just read down to 17. Verse 13, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms, that made the world a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, and opened out the house of his prisoners? So going back to the article, man, all these nations looking at America like, how the hell are you trying to guide us and tell us what to do when you can't even protect your own self, man? Like, yo, you the one, like, bro, this the nigga right here that's been causing all the problems. You trying to protect us from all these rogue problems that's running rampant in the world, but really you the one that's creating all these damn problems, man. We need to back the fuck up off you for a little minute and do our own thing, or go talk to Russia or something like that, because what y'all been feeding us ain't really been benefiting us, man. All right, yeah, we at the bar and you keep buying us free drinks, but every drink that you giving me, you know, I be drinking beer, but this shit way stronger than beer, bro. I'm feeling a lot woozy after one beer, bro. Look, yeah, I'm getting free beer from you, bro, but I'd rather pay for my own beer and not have to feel like this shit, man, or go get beer somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? This is what these nations are, how these nations are looking at America right now, man. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, this here lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for your Akim pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.